Hey friends, welcome back to Spirit Made Me Do It. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for your patience. These last few weeks have been really tough. Got through them, but it's been a tough ride, and thank you so much for your patience. We're going to try to pick up where we left off. For those of you just joining, my name is Marcy, and what I do is I channel information from Spirit before I start recording, and then I listen to music and I get more information from Spirit. And then they usually bring me into the cards to see what other information we can get. Sometimes some personal stuff comes out, other times not. Let's get going. What I got for the channeling was. Until now, things have run the same for centuries. Now is the time to take account of what is important and necessary. Take account of those around you and beyond. Love yourself as we love you. So that was the message that I got from Spirit, which is lovely as always. Let's listen to some music. The first song that's coming up is Tom Petty. I love Tom Petty. And this is Running Down a Dream. Immediately, what I'm getting is as a collective, we have been manifesting a better world. And what's going on right now is the start of that manifestation. All of this craziness that's happening throughout the world is to break everything down and to rebuild it. So we're just running down that dream. We just have to keep going until we get there. And it's coming. Like anything is possible. Felt so good, like anything is possible. And that's really what it is, right? You have to have that feeling of knowing, um, being excited about those possibilities, knowing that good things are coming. Going wherever it leads is the words that just struck out to me. Just go with it. Just ride this wave until it's done. Some of it's going to be a little messy. There's a lot to do when you're rebuilding. So it's not going to be a quick fix. There will be relief, they're saying. There will be relief. Creativity is really important too. They were just showing me different things. They were showing me making jelly. They were showing the videos that go with this song. They were showing all of the creativity. There is so much destruction going on. That's how we need to counteract it. That's how we need to balance it out. Be as creative as you can. And yeah, I mean, that can be dancing, that could be writing, listening to music, cooking, whatever. Just use that creativity. Just bring in planting is especially good this time of year. Having your hands in the dirt is really something too that really grounds us to the earth. Something did come up this week, well, last week or the week before, sometime in these last 3 weeks, because things are really strange for me right now as far as time goes. I just feel like I can't measure time going backwards, which is really kind of weird. But sometime within the last 3 weeks after work, I came home and I was just going through everything in my head. Did I say anything wrong? Did I do anything stupid? And it occurred to me that that talk, and I don't know why they're having me bring this up now, but that talk, that head talk that I was feeding myself, that came from trauma. That came from childhood trauma. That came from being told I was an embarrassment or I was stupid. And I mean, there was just that constant battering down of your soul. So, be very mindful. It's very important to be very mindful of your words because in that there is creativity. When I do this, I'm getting something coming in. But they're talking about that creativity. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get back to there. But it's the words. Okay, thank you. It's the words, and they're talking about spelling. The word spelling, right? Spell. Your words have frequency. Your words go into the collective. Your thoughts go into the collective. But when you speak the words and you put intention behind it and realize that you're releasing this into the world, that's spells, right? That's casting spells, that's spelling. That's why they call it spelling when you form words, because it's magic. It forms magic. They're showing me now. There was a cartoon called Lidville. I don't know who this is important to, but there's something about a childhood memory that goes along with that. It was about a magician who this kid is watching this magician, and then he sneaks back into the magician's um, dressing room because he just wants to know more about how he was doing the tricks. And inside there was this big magician's hat, like really huge, and he steps up to look inside and he falls inside and he becomes a new person in this place called Lidville. And the Lidville was all little hats. There were little football players, there were little, cooks and nurses and doctors. I mean, it was just like these little, almost like little Pac-Man running around, but they just had different like hats on. But they were a collective. They were within their own collective, and they took care of each other because the magician in this Lidville world was like an evil witch. So there's that. We have to come together and be together at this time. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. They're also reminding me to ask for help. When you ask for help, it allows others to feel good about themselves. They're reminding though, watch your words, watch your words. Words make a difference. Words really matter. Be careful in your choices of words. Yeah, the commercial was just about asking for advice. Oh, this song is by Lola Young. I love Lola Young. She's a troubled person, and the song is called Messy. And it's about you're never going to live up to somebody else's intentions. It's about accepting people for who they are. And this is also about questioning, why do you do this to me? Why do you treat me like dirt? Why are you? Yeah, this is more of like emotional battering, this song. It's about a woman in a relationship and it's an emotional balance. Um, he's really this other person, whoever it might be, being a parent or a boyfriend or husband, whatnot. You told me to get a job and you asked me where have I been? And that's gaslighting. We have all been gaslit more than we know. But this is also feels like somebody on a personal level. There's 1,000 people I could be for you and you hate the whole lot. You're not ever going to please everybody. This is why it's so important to be your authentic self. At least be who you are and be happy. My job, they keep showing me my job. And for those of you who don't know, I work in emergency foster care. I work in a residential home, and they bring in kids before they get placed to a more permanent situation. So we live in this house. Well, they live in this house. That's where I work, is in this house. For the most part, this job is just about being there, being somebody being present, giving somebody a safe space, doing these types of things. This is where I am my most authentic self. When I am there, I am my authentic self. I am the grandmother figure in that house. But I tried to create like a safe environment for them. And that's not easy because sometimes I go back into my, human mental self when things I get triggered. I can get triggered there and I'm really working on that. I'm really working on not reacting because that's something that's very important too. Do not react. This is just something that happens, something we have to deal with it. We don't have to put emotions around it. But the words are important. What you say to these kids is important. That's what they're saying. But again, this song is about, it's about the abuse, but it's also allow me to be me. But it's also empowering. She's recognizing that this is what's going on, that this is gaslighting, and that I'm never going to make you happy. So it's about self-empowerment through realization. Song is Billy Joel. It's called Allentown, and it's about a town, Allentown, Pennsylvania, where I believe they were heavy in steel. It was a steel town. And then as those jobs started to disappear, it became like a ghost town. It's like there's no we were told that if we did send things a certain way, we would have a certain type of life. And this is the first generation where it's not really happening, right? This was around the 1980s when this song came out. But again, that's about change, right? That was a structure and that changed. And that's what we're doing now. We're changing things now. So this is our opportunity to be creative and to build the world that we want, right? Yeah, we're gonna have to go through some stuff. This is gonna get a little bit messy. But it's all in how you perceive the situation. And if you just keep your eyes on the prize that this is leading to something good, it makes things a little easier to deal with. That was something that I was struggling with these last few weeks. It's been a really tough time with me questioning a lot of things, and I learned a lot over that time. And I needed to step away from this. I was kind of, it just wasn't working in my life in the way that I wanted it to, I guess is a way to say it. Now I know a little more of what I want. Now I know a little more of why I started this, or I remembered why I started this channel, and that was to help people on their journey. When I listen to this music and stuff like that, it is showing you part of the journey. It's trying different ways to communicate with spirit and just showing you that spirit communicates with you in all sorts of different ways. They're telling me we have to figure the new things out, new technology. Hmm. But the first time I just kind of felt like an extraterrestrial presence. This is bringing us into the universe, they're saying. Oh, this is so cool. This has never happened. The energy of this being, that's kind of talking about the future, is so incredible. There's a strength and an intelligence and the wisdom. You can feel the wisdom, but there's trust behind it, behind this being. Um, I just heard and looks. I don't know if that came from them or if it came from one of the others. Um, there's a sense of humor though. They're a lot more like us than not. They're just different, and we just have to learn those differences, which is just like everybody around us, right? These different cultures. If you have an opportunity, if say you have a new friend who's from Jamaica and they invite you to their house. That's a whole different experience. It's a whole different opportunity to really learn about that person and their culture and the way that they think. And this is what's important, they're saying, is that we are not just part of this earth, we are part of this universe. And we have to learn how to work within them. And some people are too afraid to know it right now. Okay. They're bringing me right to the cards. Oh, it's 104. 104. Ones and fours are my thing. And I've been getting so many messages with the numbers. And also, I've been getting a lot of messages from my husband who passed. I've been getting a lot of signs of that he leaves me that we determined would be signs before we got married. I'm sorry, before he passed. They're throwing cards at me right now. Let me put on my share. What I am doing. What I'm doing is shuffling the deck that they told me to pick up. And the one that they had me pick up is my personal deck. That's the ones that are written, handwritten and inspired by spirit. Okay, let me light my candle. They got Andy Gibb playing again. And this song is off of his Shadow Dancing album, which I knew because I had every Andy Gibb album. The song is called An Everlasting Love. An everlasting love will do. We've got to learn to love everybody and everything because it really is all part of us. And if we're bringing these molecules through us of everything that's going on out there, this is emotions and feelings that we're dealing with. It brings on certain vibration. This is them. This is not me. Well, I mean, I'm in here somewhere, but this one. Thank you. An everlasting love will never die is the are the words that they're bringing out to me right now. It's really about helping others. One, two, and three. Okay, thank you. They want me to start off with the ones that were flipped open first. So that's what we're doing. I was yours before the stars were born and you were mine. And that's what they're saying is we're just a baby planet. Open up your minds, learn from us, learn from what we've learned over these billions of years. Okay. Don't break yourself trying to fix someone else. That's hitting me two ways right now. It's about, self-love, but it's also like, don't think that you're always going to be the rescuer. Sometimes people don't need to be rescued. It gave me that kind of a feeling. Because when you're dealing with a situation like that, if the other person doesn't want to hear you, they're not going to hear you. You can waste your time talking, but it's not going to matter. It's only going to kind of build up more of a block on their side. So this is a personal message for someone who is having communication issues. Um, I'm seeing somebody at work, but I mean, this could go on for anybody. Um, I just heard marzipan. I don't know what that is about. It felt like a name, but I know that marzipan is like it's something to do with baking, like marzipan and some type of I don't know, fondant, maybe. Okay. Don't be a prisoner of the past. It was just a lesson, not a life sentence. And that's what I was talking about earlier about how from my past, from my father calling me, just being derogatory towards me, that makes me question every single interaction that I have. Don't review what has already passed. Just let that go. There's nothing you can do to change it. It happened the way it was supposed to happen. Let it go. That no longer serves you. You do not need to carry that. It's the unexpected turns that lead us on the greatest paths. Well, this says greatest journeys, actually. But for some reason, they had me say path because they're telling me you have to start off on the path before you get to the bigger roads. Just take that first step. Just take that first step, they're saying. This song is Gentle on My Mind by Glenn Campbell. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. They just said path, free to walk. That's your free will. You have the opportunity. You determine how quickly you go through this. But it's also about knowing that you are part of something that cannot be broken up. And that source that we come from is a beautiful, loving space. Try to hold that space and move that space forward. Be gentle with yourself, gentle on my mind. All right. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. It's about perception. It's about where you are mentally in your head. So try to keep yourself mentally in a really good spot. You want to just spread love all the time. You just heard a dog barking. Be constant in your practice. Remember that we're here and get in touch with us. I mean, even if you're saying stuff like, I just want this to happen, just acknowledging the presence of people unseen around you, your guides, angels, whatever. Just remember that you are a healer also. This is healing. I believe everybody's a healer because everybody has the ability to love, and love is what heals. Okay, they want me to go into my Archangel Michael deck. They're doing things a little backwards, rebuilding, they're saying. It's doing things over. Some things we'll keep, but some things we're going to let go of. There we are, throwing cards. I love it. Oh, there we go, another one. I feel like there's one, two more. There we go. This one they're saving for last. The first one that came out. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Trust and know that there's just not even trust, but know that there's that connection there. Whether you're acknowledging it or not, and they're still trying to communicate. They're still like trying to give you little nudges and little clues, hints. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. We're getting very close to things changing. Um, but the real work starts after the change is implemented. And that's what's going to get messy. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. For some of you, that's a personal message, but for others, that's, where here we are right now, right? We're talking about your connection with your guides. Trust that that's trustworthy. This song, oh, one of my favorites, Simon and Garfunkel. It's called The Boxer. A man hears what he wants to hear and he disregards the rest. We don't need to save everybody. They're saying we just need to hear who's in front of us and act accordingly. Make it about them, not about you. Hey, write about your thoughts and feelings. They're reminding me of the creativity factor. We really need to be creating right now. Look for the places only they would know. Try to think like that other person. Why do they have me pull up these cards again? There's one more thing they want to say, I guess. They're asking me to cut the deck. You are guided by the angels. Trust. Trust the information that you're getting. Know that we are protected. But be in that space of love all the time. I mean, seriously, as much as you can. Love on everybody. During one of these storms, we lost part of our gutter, and the insurance guy that's coming, he called me yesterday, and I was talking to him, and I was just like, just being kind and friendly and helpful, and just, asking, answering his questions, letting him know I'm looking forward to meeting him. Kindness and love goes so far. It goes so far. The other card, the shift is coming. Yeah, there is a big change coming. Really, seriously, feels like, I mean, I feel like it's just after June. Like, July 4th, right? That's what that would be. Oh, they're throwing another card. Take action today. Start today with the creativity. Start today with that thing that you've been thinking about doing and you just haven't done. Start that today. Okay. They're wanting me to put these away. Everything in its place, they're saying. Everything in its time. They're talking about how the boxer cries out in his anger and his shame that he's leaving. He's leaving, he's quitting. That's it, he's done. But he never leaves. He still remains because that's who he is. That's why he's here. And that's why we're here. We're here to assist in this change. They want me to bring out my Labradorables. See, they're already throwing them at me. The Labradorables, that's about feeling warm and safe, right? Another one falling out. Oh, there we go. Let's just see what we have. Let's just going to do it this way. They are showing me at the bottom here of the deck is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is collaboration, it's working together, it's agreements, it's contracts, it's all of those things. But puppies are always about love, right? They're only love. Okay. I'm going to start off with that. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. What they're giving me with this card right now is that the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's just like you feel like the tables have turned. They're saying the tables have turned. The tables have turned. It's like we're already at the point of no return. We're there, we're going. And the Six of Wands shows me we're going to be very successful. Somebody's got a promotion coming up though, too. Very unexpected. Very unexpected. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands, moving forward in passion, right? Great ideas moving forward. Yeehaw, here we go. That type of an energy. After that, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. The money could get a bit tight, and don't be afraid to ask for help, is basically what I'm getting from this. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is about financial advice. Ask for help. Don't, and that goes for everything. Don't be afraid to ask for help with anything. That's part of the blessing is being able to ask for help. It's a blessing to yourself and it's a blessing to the other person. They're bringing me to the bottom of the deck over here, and that's the PTSD card. That's you guys are doing great. You're fighting. You're doing great. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Just keep going. Just keep going. Then I have the Six of Cups. This is going to take generations to fix. It started generations ago, and this has been a plan for world change for a long, long time. And it's coming. Change is good. Change is just a little messy, little disconcerting at times. We'll get through it. We've gone through worse. Six of Pentacles, two sixes, the creativity, the communication, the communication. But the Six of Pentacles is about people getting their fair share. And that's what we're coming to. It's more equality, less separation between classes and races and sexes. I mean, it's just let it be. They're showing me Paul McCartney. Let it be. Okay, this last card is the Queen of Swords. She's benevolent. She cares about those people. She cares about the people around her. She takes care of things. Lots of new ideas coming out too. Lots of new ideas, lots of new information. They're saying some of this information that's coming out is going to be a bit shocking. It's going to be surreal. It's going to be surreal, but it's going to shock us to our core to the point where we're like, what the hell are we doing as a world, as a human race, what are we doing? And this is the opportunity to move forward. The song that's coming up right now is Peter Gabriel. And the video was like a dancing chicken. And I'm not talking about a feathered chicken. I'm talking like a grocery store chicken. And he's dancing. Oops. But the song is called Sledgehammer. And what was I just talking about? Like, right? Being shocking, things being shocking. It's a sledgehammer. You could have a speed train if you just lay down your tracks. This is about the rebuilding, right? We can have whatever we want. It'll bring your blue skies back, but it's about our creativity, right? Strength reverse. We're really questioning our confidence, and I have been questioning that for the last 3 weeks, and I've seen lots of people really questioning who they are right now. Oh, there we go again. And the Three of Pentacles reverse. We haven't learned yet. We haven't learned our lessons yet. It's coming though. Amusement never ends. It's going to keep us on our toes. It's like they're showing me like breaking the globe. Like they're showing like a snow globe and there's just a hammer going down on the snow globe. It's gonna shake. And the final card they're telling me is the Three of Cups. That celebration that's coming together. And look at, right, all the different colors coming together. They're all labs. They're just different colors. We're all human. I saw something yesterday that said, I'm not weird, I'm a limited edition. And we all are, aren't we? They're our own limited edition. So that's all they have for us right now. I've missed you guys, and I hope everybody's doing well and give my love to all of you. Bye bye.